Frank Skarren. Member of TeamMetaGameGurus.com on your right with Dredge. We'll see who's on the play here in just a moment. Conflagrate does lethal damage, huh? Come on, baby.
Deflecting Palm does lethal damage.
Ooh.
Does he have any palms on his board? Let me know if I can just rule that out.
He's got 2 palms.
Sweet.
Inspiring Vantage, no Goblin Guide.
Come on.
Carmel has mold to 4.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay. Makes a little bit more sense why that's not a thing right now. Frank, going to get a basic mountain off of Scalding Tarn.
Magic player Skarren. Calendar. Your 3 p.m. Sun Spectacular has begun. Please make your way to your seat. Again, 3 p.m.
And out here is an Insolent Neonate.
Your event has begun. Please make your way to your seat.
Frank will pass the turn back. Hey, Collective Brutalities in that sideboard. Oh. 2 Collective Brutalities on the board. We are drawing live to all modes. That is an Arid Mesa. See a Tarkus command there.
Just gotta snap him off here.
And maybe hold steady a little bit. Here's Neonate. Frank will discard Stinkweed Imp. Dredge 5, Conflagrate.
Oh, man.
Collective Brutality.
Faded that.
Stinkweed Imp, Mountain. And a card I can't see. Thanks, Frank. Insolent Neonate. Stinkweed Imp's going to stay in the hand. Frank will untap. I think we'll see him maybe dredge again here. Going to dredge 5 on Stinky. Blood Crypt. Cathartic Reunion, Copperline Gorge, Collective Brutality.
Faded them both.
Prized Amalgam. Dead on the Brutalities for the bingo card. It's cool. That's cool. Just really cool.
With an opponent on 4 cards, I'm sure Skarren is contemplating here. Do I just need to play all of my Ravnica duels tapped and take a turn off here to avoid taking any unnecessary damage? Or do I just suck this up once and play efficiently?
Well, here's a Stomping Ground, so it looks like Frank is going to take that 2 damage, as you mentioned. Fall down to 17. And the follow-up now, as he's reaching for the graveyard. It's not a lethal Conflagrate.
Not lethal.
No. Stinkweed Imp and it looks like Golgari Thug are going to go to the bin. And it looks like Carmel is going to sacrifice a Arid Mesa. Going to search up a Stomping Ground. Now there is Deflecting Palm there. It's in.
Skarren would have to play this awfully sloppy to, to come up as
Turn that
lethal.
on. Yeah.
He would have to get back a Grave Troll and cast it or something
That
like
card's
that.
banned, so it's going to be hard.
Well, then there you go.
Just get the Grave Troll out of the graveyard.
There you go.
Got a lot of questions, but you know what? I'd give you the Deflecting Palm win on that.
Yeah, then there you go. The card is banned. So you can't ask me to keep up with all of that. They unbanned it. I mean, at that point, you know, it should be.
It's an unreasonable ask by me. That's on me.
Unreasonable ask.
I'll apologize off camera. Basic Mountain. Here from Carmel. Does he have a good spell to play? 3 mana.
It's Rift Bolt time. Oh.
A Rampaging Ferocidon.
Okay.
2 of in the sideboard. Let's take a look. That new dinosaur. 3 mana, 3/3, Menace. Players can't gain life. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield, Rampaging Ferocidon deals 1 damage to that creature's controller.
So if you're going to be on 4 cards, this is about, I mean, the best you can ask for is a card that's capable of dealing a ton of damage on its own.
Yeah.
Hard to block because the Amalgams come back to the battlefield tapped.
Yep.
So Menace is not a trivial workaround here. Your Bloodcast can't block. And you're picking up points along the way.
Relevant text.
Yeah. Sometimes these decks sideboard into ways to gain life out of the graveyard as a way to interact. And
And Frank ain't doing much of anything right now. I'm curious as to what's going on over there. Had the opportunity to, as an example, flashback Faithless looting. I think you have the flashback one on yours. Player plays a spell with flashback. I think that's on yours.
That was you.
Is that me?
You
Oh yeah,
already.
Lingering Souls. Right. No wonder I couldn't find it. Lightning Axe. Discarding Stinkweed. Going to take care of the Ferocidon, or at least try. Ferocidon down. Ferocidon a word?
Probably not.
No, okay.
I think there's a lot of dinosaur names in Ixalan that are taking some liberties.
Works for me.
They sound like dinosaur names, but you know.
Franco search of a Blood Crypt here. Let's see. Conflagrate deals lethal damage. Delve. Nope, no delves here, I don't think. Player loses with no permanents. That's not going to happen. Collective Brutality. That's iced.
Still gotta hope for Goblin Guide reveals a land.
Yeah, you're still live there.
Still alive.
You're still live there. I'm hoping for the lethal Conflagrate on the Team Cedric bingo card. Gonna dredge a Stinkweed Imp. Will Frank. 5 cards coming. Ooh. Narcomoeba. Okay. Conflagrate's in the graveyard now. Trigger at least one prized amalgam. Frank gonna search through his graveyard, see if there's another. There's the other one. Delayed trigger, it'll come back end of turn. Will the 3/3 Dimir zombies. The rest of these cards will go to the bin. That replaces Frank's draw step. And now, might be time to loot faithlessly. It is. Stinkweed Imp is where I'll start. Dredge 5. Collective Brutality. Faithless Looting. Golgari Thug. Cathartic Reunion. And another Faithless Looting. Oh, wow. Frank has main deck Collective Brutalities this weekend. Okay, he's got 2 main, 2 board. He's got a heavy dose of those. Dredge a Golgari Thug. These cards will go to the hand. Now Frank's got to discard 2 cards. So 2 Stinkweed Imps will go to the graveyard. If Frank has a land to play, which he does, then Steam Vent's tapped. Bloodghast will be coming back from the graveyard. Only 1 in the graveyard right now. None of these creatures can attack. Prize Amalgam enters the battlefield tapped. Not 1, but 2. And now back over to Carmel, who is going to play in Atarka's Command on Frank's end step. I think he'll be dealing 3 most likely. He's going to have to draw a whole bunch more of those, I think, Patrick, to be able to win this one.
And not that much time to put it together.
Mm-hmm. Well, Searing Blaze is interesting.
You can enable landfall.
It's got 2 copies in
Sometimes,
here.
you know, he needs to deal damage while buying himself time. The searing effects are the best way to get there.
At least 2 in hand, but no land. Stinkweed Imp will be dredged. Stinkweed, Loam, Mesa, Brutality. I can't get too mad about the Brutalities anymore. He's not going to take any more draw steps.
Well, he's dredging. So
Yeah. Those are off the table. Frank not with a lot of cards left in his deck. This is an attack for 9.
this is a tough way to do it.
Well, I think this does save 2 damage, taking care of Bloodghast.
Going from 13 to 12, now he's within range of 4 spells, I suppose. Or, yeah.
Frank will do a quick count of his deck. Wants to make sure he doesn't do something ridiculous like deck himself. That would be bad. Every time for Faithless Looting flashback, or just
No.
hardcast the threat?
Yeah.
Yep. Just hardcast Stinkweed Imp.
Carmel, you need to concede here. You need to concede before
No.
this
I would keep playing.
concede.
I would keep playing.
Oh, good. At least have the Goblin Guide.
Monastery Swift Spear will
If you're
resolve.
gonna do this,
That's a great blocker. That's what that is. Pass that turn back.
oh god.
Oh boy. He's going to dredge low, and he's going to get a few more cards in his hand, Patrick. Needs a few more cards in his hand for the Conflagrate. An Archimedes trigger.
He actually has to point to it for it to count. If Carmel concedes inside of combat here, it doesn't count. Or, oh, just cast it pre-combat.
No, do not cast it pre-combat.
Pre-combat. Frank, it's tighter operations.
No, I would
Make sure-
actually, I would cast it post.
Make sure the coast is clear.
I would cast it post.
You don't want to make sure the coast is clear.
No, I would. There's a land. Here comes an attack. You can
Concede. Concede.
You can block Prize Amalgam.
Come, not like this.
You can actually Searing Blaze the Bloodghast. Now, Frank, I wouldn't motion too heavily in the graveyard here. Okay, there we go.
Come on.
I just put it all in one nice clean stack.
Come on. This is going to be close.
It's just one nice clean stack. Nope, nope, don't finger.
Concede.
Okay, there's one through there, but don't move it to the top. Don't move it to the top.
Come on. You got it. Come on. You got to concede now. This is hopeless. You'll be doing anything else with your time. No,
Ooh.
no, no, no.
We have a Searing Blaze.
No.
Target's going to take care of old Bloodghast. That's a prowess trigger on the Swift Spear. That's a 2/3 blocker now. That's probably going to want to get in front of the Amalgam.
You got to concede.
So that's going to be 3, 4,
Oh,
5, down
no.
to 4. I think there are 4 cards in hand. I think there are 4 cards. Yes! 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 Lethal Conflagrate!
Oh, no.
Lethal Conflagrate! Frank Skarren going to win this match here over Carmel Salinas. 2 games to 1.